Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Off-topic. Today we're introducing a good friend and special ghost.
Ghost?
Cut. Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Off-topic. Today we're introducing my good friend and special guest, CJ Salazar, one of our good friends. Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for having me.
Then we're also back with Ugly Man Carlos Mojica right here. Also got a special guest, his nephew, Aiden.
Correct, not my kid. My
Yes,
nephew.
his nephew.
He ain't gonna be talking. He just want to be in the video. So I don't know why.
God, I gotta pull out the list. So today we wanted to talk about a list that Datpiff released called what's the best debut rap album of the decade? And for the list, it starts off with 50 Cent for Get Rich or Die Trying. But to go off this list, there's also some questionable titles on here that I don't probably listen to the artist personally, and I think there's probably better debuts than them. So I wanted to start off with y'all. Anything that stands out to you, especially good?
Well, this is my thing with the list first. It's of the decade, but before, like, there was a lot of, nowadays there's just a lot of mixtapes that come before an album, and like with 50's, like,
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if that has much of an effect on it, but
he didn't.
I'm sorry to do that. All right, cool.
But he didn't have
Nice video.
But 50 didn't have like that was his debut. Like he didn't have any mixtapes. He probably just had singles. I think he just dropped singles. That's when singles were real big and popping.
Yeah,
like
but
music
like
and stuff. But
I don't know. I don't know. There's just something with, like, I feel like mixtapes have to do with, like, helping an artist out before their debut album.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like with a lot of these mixtapes nowadays, it's pretty much an album, really.
Yeah, because, like,
but
there's a lot of mixtapes that are better than their albums.
Yeah.
And that's what, that helps, like, with like, listeners of their album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think personally it's just hard I personally had a long time trying to separate the difference between a mixtape and an album these days, because
like
the way music comes out is so like you don't know sometimes. Like sometimes you don't know. Like the only thing I really know is the difference between like an EP, because it's like 7 songs. It's like a short project. Yeah. But then you have like these mixtapes now where or mixtapes and albums where they're like 20, 30 tracks, and the reason these artists have been making these type projects is because a lot of people make playlists these days. So a lot of people make different songs for different vibes for different people to listen to. So because a lot of people are just like, okay, I'm not gonna add the whole project, but I'm gonna add songs to add to my playlist.
And then the thing with mixtapes is you're listening to the mixtape before the album, so you already know if you like the artist or not.
That's true for the most part.
So like 50, he didn't release any mixtapes.
Yeah.
He didn't release. I mean, he might have released singles. I don't know, but
he released.
It's gonna help you a lot. Yeah,
like
it's gonna help you a lot just releasing the single than it is a mixtape.
I
Because
agree.
like if you have a catchy song, then they're gonna listen to you.
Yeah, that's true.
You know. So
who else? You can just go down the list really.
I mean, K-Dot deserves number 1 in my opinion.
But that's not even. But like that's not even his debut album. Section 80 is. Like I looked it up. Like Section 80 was an album and it came out first.
Well, I thought that was a mixtape.
Yeah, I thought that was a mixtape.
Nah, it's an album.
I thought that was a
It's an
mixtape.
album. I looked it up because people thought it was a mixtape, and I looked it up and it says debut album. But I think that goes on there because maybe that's like the first major label project he had. Yeah. Good Kid, Mad City.
I mean, even Section 8 is better than Get Rich or Die Trying.
You think so?
I
don't
think
know.
so. Section 80 was bangers after bang. Bro, look at the Section 80 list.
Yeah.
Look at it.
But when you look at 50 Cent, what the run he had as a rapper, I think that's probably why they had him at 1. I can't, like, you can argue Kanye's College Dropout as 1.
He had a run, but he also fell off so drastically.
Yeah, but
because he started getting in beef with everyone, and then he wanted to start releasing albums on the same day as them, and it just kind of ruined his career.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, did he really have a run?
Yeah, he did have a run, definitely.
He definitely had some
he definitely had a run, bro.
Yeah.
In the early 2000s, he had a run because like 50 Cent, arguably, when you talk about runs in rap history, he arguably has like the best one when people bring up like runs.
What run?
I'm
just asking, what do you consider his run?
Like just him dominating the rap scene from what was it, like 2003 to like 4?
Yeah. It was like a couple years at least.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really listen to 50 like that.
But this is the thing though. Like, it's hard because when back then you didn't have really downloads or streams like you have now.
That's true.
So it's like
they were just selling straight copies.
They're selling straight copies for one, but they could have been buying just got it for literally one song. You know?
Yeah.
But you're talking about the singles, but it wasn't even that.
Yeah, because you couldn't back. Like,
because you couldn't buy a track individually, so you bought the album to listen to the one song.
Yeah,
but a lot of the times,
and like in the club was that on Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if y'all want to pull up the
I
track
think it was.
list, I think it is.
But like people love that song, so they bought the album just to listen to that song. That's the thing, though. Like nowadays, like when they sell all these copies. Like they're selling these copies because you can get the song individually.
I'm trying to think what these what hits.
I know Mini Man was on there.
Like if you go on like the Kanye West, the College Dropout. I know you love Kanye.
Dude, I love Kanye.
You can arguably put that at number one.
Yeah.
What hits are on there? I know.
College Dropout.
Yeah, Slow Jams is on there, right?
Literally the whole album.
Gold Digger,
Slow Jams, Through the Wire.
The Wire. Okay, yeah.
Family Business.
That right there arguably can be number one. So this right now the list is going pretty good, I think.
I don't know, bro. I can't put Get Rich or Die Trying at number one, bro.
Yeah.
As a collective whole, as an album.
Yeah, I'd probably put it 3. I'd probably put it 3.
Because look,
below those
Good
two.
Kid, Mad City, The College Dropout.
The documentary is fire.
The College Dropout. This is what we're gonna do. Cameraman, we're gonna screenshot this and just put it on so they can see the whole list, that we can see it, and just kind of try to keep it up as long as you can. But
or you can just do like the number and then
Albert, I know you have a name, but listen, dude. All right.
You could just do like the number.
No, just keep the whole list, all right?
No, but make it easy. Like if we're talking about something, you can just like do like the numbers of the list and just have them fly across the screen, like on the low, instead of like having like that just sit there the whole time. We'll make it work. Anyways,
but literally, like, if I'm talking about the best debut albums, I'm listening to the whole thing.
Correct.
Like top to bottom.
So top to bottom.
Bangers, top to bottom.
So top to bottom, these two projects, in your opinion, are better than Get Rich or Die Trying. Okay, I can see that.
Name me one bad song about those albums.
None.
There's none.
And they're both certified classics. When I think of certified classics, if I think of me buying a vinyl player, what I'm getting those. On a vinyl
and a certified classic is something that ages well over time.
I have both of those on vinyl, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts.
Like that's never gonna die. That's never gonna die. Because when people listen to Kanye, they listen to old Kanye now because the new Kanye just isn't. It's not good.
It's not it.
Let's touch on some more.
Sure.
What do you think about the? I listened to The Game.
To be honest,
West Coast.
The only Game song that I listened to was
"Hated to Love It."
No,
that's about The Game, right? Yeah,
I mean, I listened to My Life and there's
50
one
Cent's
other
on that song. Actually.
Yeah, okay, then it's
I Hated to Love It.
Yeah, that's that one.
I like The Game. The documentary is one of the. Is
that the one that was like, "This is how we do"?
No, The Game is even in the. I can't even do the chorus.
But it was
that
Game's in that song, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's the song. That's the song I was thinking about.
I think those are on that project.
They might be. I didn't listen to Game like that, so I'm gonna be honest with you.
But the album cover is pretty iconic. He's like sitting on a lowrider, with his shirt off.
I know
he's like sitting next to a rim.
I just didn't. Okay. I didn't listen. Like I said, I only listen to like My Life, and then that's the one.
My homie Malcolm likes Young Jeezy. He's number 5 on here with Let's Get It Thug Motivation. He actually helped me got me to listen. I feel like
I don't listen to Jeezy like that.
I feel like the song that is super big on there that is maybe why it's standing out at number 5 is what's the song with Kanye that Kanye has a verse on it?
I put on.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's the only song I know by Jeezy before the one he had with J. Cole. It's like Jeezy, J. Cole, and Kendrick. American Dream. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only 2 songs I really knew by Jeezy.
Cool. What about Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi? What you think of that?
Oh my boy.
I know you love him, so that has been you, cameraman.
But this
Albert,
goes back. This
loves him too.
This goes back to the mixtape thing.
Yeah.
Like people listen. I'm not saying that album bad by any means, but people liked them because a Kid Named Cudi.
But there's songs on A Kid Named Cudi on Man on the Moon too.
Yeah, and that because that mixtape was so good.
Yeah.
And like that's why people went and listened to Man on the Moon was because of that mixtape.
But Man on the Moon has some fire.
So does the album.
Like, oh my, fire. Like, and that album cover is also iconic. To digress, y'all think album covers make, because like a lot of times when you think of a classic album, you automatically see that album cover in your head. Like you automatically know what album that is. Do you think that has an effect psychologically on it being a classic? Because like like Kendrick Lamar is so plain, but it's just a van in the hood, bro. Just like,
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but I think it's like something that you look back on definitely. And it's like, okay, yeah, like you just see the cover.
It's just how you recognize the album. That's how I feel. Like, excuse me. So I think it's just how you recognize the album. Like when you hear a song, like you just kind of see that it doesn't have nothing to do with the artwork. I'm just saying that's how you just recognize that album.
Okay. I don't know what y'all think about Clips. Like, he just has that song Grindin', really, that I really.
Clips was a
lucky that album does.
That's the song Grindin'.
No, but I thought
Virginia.
I thought Clips was a group, not a person.
No, it's it is a group. It's Pusha T
and his brother
Malice. They have Grindin'.
There's a couple of good songs on there.
A lot of that song was produced by Pharrell.
Pharrell, yeah.
So I mean,
I didn't listen to Clips like that. But wasn't he in there though? I thought he was a part of them.
He like started them up. He was like their producer.
So number 7, that's kind of high. I'd probably pick Food and Liquor over that by Lupe, because that's that's number 8.
That album was flame.
The album came out in 2006.
That album was ahead of its time.
Like, think about how long ago. That's 14 years ago.
That album was ahead of its time, bro. Food and Liquor is definitely above.
He's also an underrated.
I mean, I guess I got to go back and listen to.
I might go back and listen
Lord
to all
Willing.
these.
Yeah.
I guess I got to go back and listen to Lord Willing, but Food and Liquor was a damn masterpiece, bro.
That's crazy. Like, majority of these albums I like listened to before, but I don't really remember them like vividly, you know. Yeah. But the ones that I do know, like deeper in the list, and like the ones that aren't the top ones, those are the ones I remember.
With Food and Liquor, I think like Lupe is such an underrated MC.
Yeah.
Like he is one of the, like, he's a top like 15,
he can flow.
He's a top 15 MC all time.
He can flow.
But he doesn't get. I think he's like underrated. And that's probably why he fell down. But I think his debut is, at least seeing it in the top 10 is good to see. Without YG, My Crazy Life, I'm not really a big fan of YG.
I'm not a big fan of YG.
He's the reason why I kind of like West Coast. I went to school a lot of Cali kids, and like they love YG, like West Coast. But I don't really like how his flow is. My Crazy Life, I know.
Okay, this is gonna skip over Chief Keef's.
That's what I'm saying.
But Nipsey Hussle's album is better than YG's album.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I didn't know that was his debut album.
Yeah. I'll touch on him in a minute.
Yeah,
I thought.
But YG, he definitely had to have a hit on My Crazy Life. What album cover is that? Is that the one where he has his shirt off?
I think it's the white one.
He has a white beater on.
Yeah, I think it's the white one.
The only reason I know YG is because the beef he had.
Anyone have their phone on?
Yeah,
I want y'all to start so I can look at hits.
Who do you have his beef with? YG.
Didn't he have it with 6ix9ine?
Yeah, it's that one. That's the right one. Yeah, he had it with 6ix9ine. But there's a song on there that's a hit. I'll just pull it up in Apple Music, honestly. Just like look up tracks. Let me see. I know he has a hit on there.
I thought he has beef with somebody else too.
He had the song with Drake, Who Do You Love? Like, like that was a hit.
Putting salt in the game.
What else did he have on there? That's probably the only song I really remember, because I don't listen to YG like that.
I thought he had beef with somebody else too.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Do you have it with Dolph?
No, that's what's his name? He's from Memphis as well. That's dang, Colin likes that rapper. I don't know. His name's not coming to me right now.
Does it start with the Y and the G?
Yo Gotti.
Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
But I didn't. The only reason is because not even the beef, is because of the FDT.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I know why.
Oh yeah, that's a hit too, but that's not even on there. That's not even on My Crazy Life.
I know, well, that's just
a
released.
Single. Yeah,
but that was just like, I don't even know when that released, but that was like last year.
That came out a while ago. But Chief Keef at number 10, that's definitely better than My Crazy Life. Finally Rich has some certified all-time classics.
Yeah. People also have to like realize how old this man was.
He was 16, bro.
Head of his time, bro.
Literally, and he literally started.
He changed the game.
He literally is influential, because regardless if you like Chief Keef or not, for the lyrics, you got a certain genre from him. You got drill, trap music, and he literally created a whole sound. And now that Chicago rappers, that's their sound. Mm-hmm. I think he should be higher than. I don't think he should be higher than Lupe or Eclipse or anything, but I think he should be at 9.
He should be top 10 for sure.
Digressing to Nipsey, rest in peace, Nipsey.
Yeah.
the reason why that's his debut album is because Nipsey. I got put on Nipsey kind of late. My first song I heard about Nipsey was a song with him and Dom Kennedy. Check it out.
Dom Kennedy.
Because I like Dom Kennedy, and I found Nipsey through Dom Kennedy. Listen to Check It Out. It was Nipsey's song.
I
Came out in
heard
2013.
Nipsey from Victory Lap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to Nipsey for a minute, but I didn't really start listening to him heavy till I went to school, and all the Cali people were showing me him, and he's a rapper that put out mixtapes, going to mixtapes. Like he's a mixtape rapper, and that was his
the only reason I know Nipsey is because of his wife.
Warren London.
Yeah,
She's bad.
That's the only reason I know Nipsey.
Yeah,
and that's the only reason why I listened to Victory Lap because
that was that album right there.
And then I got more into him, and I saw
fire.
how influential he was to his hood.
That album is he's definitely more. That's a better West Coast. He's a better West Coast artist than YG, and that album definitely.
He has more of an impact.
That album was Grammy nominated. YG's album
he has more of an
Grammy
impact than YG does.
Yeah, and that album was.
And I feel like that has stuff to do with it as well.
Yeah,
that's true. And I think Nipsey's just a better rapper than YG.
Yeah,
YG just makes like
because Nipsey came at you with those.
He just gave you
with that game,
just like straight game, and
YG just ignorant.
What about the Pusha T album? My Name Is My Name.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't listen to Pusha until Daytona. Like individually since Daytona.
I listened to him individually on Numbers on the Board is the first project, or the one with like the barcode. Is that Numbers on the Board? It has a barcode album cover.
I thought that's my name is my name.
Check for me. I don't think so. I think that's the first album. My name. Oh, that is my name. Okay, that's okay. That
guy is just a hip hop head over here.
Yeah. I fuck with Pusha T. Yeah.
That album's probably right at number 12. I
didn't know that was his debut album.
I didn't either. To be honest,
he's been in the game for a minute though.
And because of
Clips. Yeah.
So
this man
they're in the late 90s, right? Early 2000s.
Clips was like 2000s.
Yeah. But that album has songs. Yeah, Numbers on the Board is on that project.
Yeah,
Nostalgia.
Like
those songs are some songs that stand out to me when I see the album cover. I like that album.
Yeah,
I can see it at 12.
It's like bars. Bro.
I probably haven't listened to it all the way through, but Pusha T, he he can rap.
Oh yeah, he definitely. I mean, I think Drake knows he can rap too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I took that L.
Yeah.
Without Jadakiss, he's kind of old.
I never listened to Jadakiss.
Neither did I. I've never even heard. I haven't listened to Kiss the Game.
All right, so let me ask this: if you've never heard or listened to an album, like I didn't listen to Pusha T and I didn't listen to Jadakiss, do you think that since we didn't listen to it, that didn't like the album wasn't that great? Because like if an album's big enough, like Good Kid, Mad City, people listen to Good Kid, Mad City because everybody was talking about it.
That's true as a debut too, because I remember in high school when Good Kid, Mad City came out, everyone was like, "Bro, like that new Kendrick's coming out." Like this is before it came out, and then when it came out, everyone was listening to it. Like you had girls listening to Kendrick.
So would you say those albums aren't good, or do you think they're still good? We just didn't listen to them.
I think.
What is your view on that?
I think it might have been the time frame. I did also. Some of these rappers aren't mainstream like that.
Yeah.
But Pusha T is known because he's in good music and he's a great rapper and he's like under Kanye and stuff. But I don't know.
You older than the man you running behind.
I don't know. I think it's really just like when you start listening to it, because this is hip hop albums.
Yeah.
So when you start listening to hip hop,
but I listened to hip hop my whole life.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like I've listened to a lot of music my whole life.
But I feel like your taste broadens because even me, like I feel like all of us growing up, I was like super into just underground rapping. So like I like just underground stuff. Like I wasn't into any of the mainstream stuff unless it was really like real rapping. And then I started like my brother growing up with him, like him pitting me on a younger like generational artists. I gave them a chance, and I ended up growing to like their music because it's different and they make good music. And sometimes you don't want to hear the lyrical stuff all the time. Sometimes you want to just turn on some good music. Yeah. Like that's fine. Just listen to good music.
Think when these came out though, Pusha T.
When did that Kiss the Game come out? This decade, they're all going to be 2000s.
Yeah, it's all 2000s.
Clips, like those 3 albums, those came out during prime radio time though. That's the thing.
That Jadakiss album came out in 2001. So we were 4 years old, bro.
But it's still prime radio time.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear it on the radio if that album had a hit, you're gonna listen to it on the radio.
There's definitely hits on there, probably.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's hits. See, I don't remember.
See, I don't know any of
I don't know any of these songs.
Maybe if I heard them, but like I said, if they would have been on the radio. Because that's prime radio time, bro. That's when you wanted to be on the radio.
Yeah.
And if you had a hit on the
look up everything.
Yeah.
If you have a hit that's getting played on the radio at least 10 times a day.
What about?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, are those? I have to go back and listen to them because I never heard them. But are those albums as good as that?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, bro. There's some of these albums that I just never listened to. So maybe they know something we don't know.
Think to listen to
a Jadakiss
Pushy
album?
or Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
What about
Clips?
Yeah.
Well, since you're a Rick Ross fan, you love him. You think he's super underrated.
Bro,
Yeah,
I do
he's
too.
super underrated.
He's
Underrated.
I think he.
How long ago? It was a long time ago when I was playing Rick Ross in my car.
Yeah.
And he can vouch for me. Like I've
the
been.
Scientology.
No. I've been listening to Rick Ross.
Yeah.
He can vouch for me
Since like MMG days type.
I've been listening to for a minute, bro.
Okay.
Pretty much since Port of Miami. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
like that's how long I've been on Rick Ross.
Yeah. Because I think that's the one with literally all his bangers, right? Port of Miami.
But literally all of his albums are all bangers. Because bro, he was in my car and he was in the back faded. And but he was just listening to it, and he was like,
"Damn!"
And he was like, "Damn!" He's like,
This is the first one.
he was like speaking facts right now.
Yeah.
Because he was like, and that's what you have to do with Rick Ross's albums or music. Like you have to listen to what he's saying.
You do, yeah.
Oh, that song.
Hustling.
Every day I'm hustling.
Yeah.
What else
Yes,
is on
bro.
there?
Literally, White House is a banger.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love Rick Ross.
For the lows, bro, that whole album.
And that came out in 06.
Yeah,
so,
06.
Yeah, that's
And like I said, prime radio time, and you heard Every Day I'm Hustling
all the time.
All the time,
You
yeah.
heard, they were
You're
playing that
right.
in like 2010 on the
Yeah.
radio. Yeah.
Yeah. That went hard.
Okay, cool. Like
that. Rick Ross is still underrated, man.
He's underrated for sure.
So you would pit him above Jada Kiss and Push for you. So you'd pit him at 12.
I'll probably.
I
might put him in the top 10, to be honest with you.
Okay, well, YG's getting knocked out of the top 10. I don't know why he's in the top 10.
This might be biased, but I'm saying I like it better than Chief Keef's.
Well, bro, I haven't listened to Port of Miami. I like Port of Miami 2 a lot. The new one that came out, and I like
Bro, just go listen to Port of the whole thing.
I like
top to bottom.
Apple my eye.
No, it's rather You Than Me.
Okay, Rather You Than Me, and then
Mastermind.
Mastermind.
Yeah, Fire.
I like that
Mastermind's
one.
Fire.
Mastermind is fire.
Yeah.
Rather
So-
You Than Me. Like,
I guess
maybe y'all just do me a favor and go listen to Rick Ross.
So I'm definitely listening
and listen to it. Don't just actually listen to.
I'm
what
definitely
that
gonna run
boy
these
just-
projects that I
Talk
have.
about giving you game, bro.
Yeah.
They may be giving you hella game.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Rodeo? I personally still as a
Bro.
y'all really put me on Travis because he put me on Travis with Days Before Rodeo.
Correct.
And who put who on Travis between y'all two?
Or
did y'all follow
it was
about
at the same time.
It was at the
because
same time.
Chris put us on.
Chris
Travis.
both put us on. It was Antidote, and then
No, it was before Antidote.
was it?
Yeah. He put me on. He
It
put
was
me
Days. It was Days.
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Because I heard Upper Echelon a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I heard 1975 with Big Sean. I was like, oh, he's nice. And then I started listening to Days Before Rodeo, and he was like, yeah, listen to it.
Fire.
And I listened to all that before Rodeo came out. And then
Yeah.
I remember when Antidote came out.
Correct.
That's when everyone hopped on Travis.
Ooh.
Because it was just like a banger.
What a time!
Like I
bro.
said, this
What
might
a
be biased,
fucking
but I don't think it's
time.
better than Port of Miami.
Correct.
I mean, but he's not.
But at the same time, at the same time, I'm also a lyricist.
Yeah.
I'm a lyricist person.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
But as a debut, I think
As a debut
I think the album is.
but okay,
up
but
there.
that just comes back from the mixtapes, though.
yeah, Days Before Rodeo was pretty much an
people
album.
got on Rodeo because of
Antidote.
No, because of Days Before Rodeo.
Okay, but I'm talking about
A lot of people still knew. A lot of people didn't know Days, but a lot of people still.
But when
knew
you
Days.
but when you talk about debut albums, you're talking about albums that are getting or they're introducing themselves to the world. So
Yeah.
I'm saying Antidote is what.
But that was on his album.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on Rodeo.
But people still listen to him because of Days.
Well, yeah, but that was people here. I'm talking about
That's like a
nationwide.
cult following, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about
Yeah.
nationwide.
I know, but
like
but that goes back to what I'm saying. Like, how much do mixtapes have an impact on debut album? Because I don't know if they're going off of sales or what they listen to. I don't know what they're going off of.
No, I think it's just like
if you're going
I think
off
it's
of
just
sales,
I think it's
yeah,
like impact. It's probably sales or mixture because I mean numbers are a big.
Because if
factor.
you're going
Yeah.
off of sales, then you can't. That's because of Days. I'm not saying that one's bad. I'm not.
no, yeah.
I'm just saying that's kind of that's.
I'm
where
not going to
coming-
say that's
that's
100%
where I'm-
because of Days.
A lot of it's because of Days.
I feel like it's probably 40% because of Days. 60% is from Antidote. You don't realize how big
Antidote was huge, bro.
Antidote. I'm not backing you on that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying no. I'm just saying a lot of people listen to Travis because of Days. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm coming from. Like a lot of people listen to these albums because of people's mixtapes. A lot of people listen to Day and Night.
Yes, that's true.
Day and Night because of his mixtape.
But that's true. But like, think about it like this.
But that's why I'm asking. I don't know where he's coming from on these albums. Whether if it's on his own personal opinion, or if it's coming off of sales, like, or if it's coming off of certification. Like, I don't know where he's coming from off of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm also saying, like, when you think about debut albums, when I went to college in Durango and Travis Scott was talking about, you know, or like I think Birds and Trap Singing Night came out my sophomore year. People weren't even listening to Travis like that then. So.
No, they weren't.
Like people, because
they got on him
because
of Goosebumps.
Yeah, but
they got
like
on an Antidote and they got on Goosebumps.
And then they dropped Astroworld.
Astroworld, they got it off of Sicko Mode, and now Highest in the Room.
Well, yeah, but now like that's what I'm saying. Like, he take that momentum from those singles. I guarantee you, Travis gained he gained so many fans from Antidote. Because there's people that are like, oh, I've never heard of Travis Scott, even though he was on Company with Drake, which came out before.
He killed Drake in that song.
Yeah, exactly. And that came out before. And people
don't know Travis, but they know Antidote. They just didn't know that was Travis.
And then they were like, oh, and as a total collective project, I think that, to me personally, Rodeo is still one of my favorites because he shows the most range. I think
it's probably my
third. It's got a raw sound to it.
No, it's probably my third.
I like it better than Birds.
I like it better than Birds.
For me, it goes Days Before.
Okay.
Astroworld, because of the production.
Astroworld, yeah.
And
Astroworld is pretty
Rodeo.
ridiculous.
Astroworld's
Astroworld's production was on another level.
Should have won a Grammy.
Yeah, that album was fire.
Cardi B should not have won that Grammy, and I stand by that decision.
There's an episode that's gonna drop, and we talked about that. Like, there's
ridiculous, bro.
Bro, there's so many albums that should have been in on that rather than Cardi B. And then we talked about because of, like, what do we say? It's because, like, her, like, how big she was, basically.
Yeah.
It's because she had the
popularity.
It's because she had the club bangers, and she was also a female.
But, like, if you listen to it, like, if you're voting for a Grammy, bro, it shouldn't matter about that. It should matter if it's good or not.
Astroworld didn't have club bangers,
just because you have, like, a club banger doesn't make a song good.
Sigma was being played for the, like,
I heard that
a year after
every club function I went to.
But yeah, Butterfly Effect, which was being played before that.
Okay, bet. So Big Boy, if you don't know who Big Boy is,
God, if you ruin everything, dude.
If you don't know who Big Boy is, he was in Outkast. He was with Andre 3000.
Mm-hmm.
So his first, I guess, solo project is Sir Lucia's Left Foot. Never listened to it actually because I was more of an Andre fan, anyways.
3 Racks.
Outkast, so never really listened to Big Boy individually. That's something I'll check out, but I could see him at this number, I guess.
Yeah, like
16,
because he has bars. So
he did.
I'm not gonna say that it's not good because he has bars, but I just never listened to it. So it's something I gotta go back and listen to again, see if it's for number 17. Because like we'll get to it at the end, but there's albums in my head that I can think of right now that aren't on this list.
Oh yeah,
and we talked about it beforehand. Don't say anything, but we talked about it beforehand. But we'll touch into that.
Waka Flocka at 17, Flockavelli.
Every time I hear Waka Flocka, I think of
Eric Andre
show.
like wonton soup.
I feel like on that.
What did she say? It's like Waka Flocka. Is that like a band?
Oh yeah. He's like Flocka flame. yeah.
Shoot, I feel like on that. What's on there? Hard in the Paint, probably.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only song I remember.
Which one is it?
Brick Squad, Young Money Brick Squad. That's probably on there. So that probably has
Waka Flocka. I felt like it was a one
hit guy,
not one hit, but like a one album wonder. Because like he had a lot of like hits on that album, but like after that album, like that was it.
Is it Flockavelli?
Yeah, it's Flockavelli.
Yeah.
Grocery Parties on there.
That's what I'm saying.
Hard in the Paint. No Hands, bro. No Hands is played to this day. Yeah. So.
Wow.
I'm a Roscoe.
Keep going. Snakes in the Grass.
Yeah. See, bro, like like after that album, he wasn't really real, but that album was a fame. So
I can see that.
I'll leave that 17.
Meek Mill, I love Meek. So shout out Meek. Dreams and Nightmares.
That was his debut album?
Yeah, because he had Dream Chasers 1, 2, and 3, which were his mixtape series.
Mixtapes.
Getting him, because that's how I knew about Meek. I've been listening to Meek since Dream Chasers.
I first third one. Okay. Me was the third one.
I started listening to him on the first one.
And then I listened to that album because I liked them. Like, see? That's hard.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. That album has some fire on there. He has a song
that's to this. That's why I put that right there, bro.
He has a song to this day that won, or that didn't win anything, but the Eagles ran out to it.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like the rap anthem. Everyone says that's like the rap anthem of our generation. It's one of them. It's close. No.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Because, bro, every time that comes on, bro, that song is fire.
We've known, if you listen to Meek, you've known that song forever. Yeah. Like, that was a classic.
Yeah.
But
been a classic.
Especially like
people,
stuff.
But people are now listening to it just because the Eagles played it. Like, just because he went to jail. And, like, then they played it like what song am I thinking of? There's a song from this album that
on Kendrick's.
Yeah,
on Good Kid, Mad City. With who? Meek?
No. Just a song because you said people say it's like the song of our generation.
Oh, Eparos and Crib. That one.
Oh,
got along.
But that's Backstreet. That's Backseat freestyle. Like the intro, people just like the intro. It's like yeah.
But that's good.
No. Of course, I'm just saying like the Backseat freestyle. You have Beat Don't Kill My Vibe.
The Art of Peer Pressure was fire.
But the whole album was fire.
Come on, bro.
Swimming Pools.
Swimming Pools,
was like a classic. That was a single that like got him popping like on that. Now or Never is fire. Mary J. Blige, she killed that.
But like,
she killed that.
Sing About Me, bro.
I can't touch the sky.
What about Tierra? Who is that? Whack World. Y'all know who that is?
No idea.
Tierra Whack World. You can pull that up for us. I have no idea.
I have no idea who that is.
Lloyd Banks. He definitely had to have some.
We've been listening to music for a minute.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Whack World.
And you know me, like I'm deep in the music.
So that's I don't a whack rating.
Tierra Whack. Well, that's someone I would completely.
Oh, and that's the one just came out 2 years ago. Never even heard of it.
Okay, if it came out 2 years ago and I didn't hear of it, come on, bro.
Well, it's 15 minutes. It's 15 songs.
15 songs, 15 minutes.
What? Start the first song. Just start the first song.
There's no context on that. Turn it up a little bit. See if the mic catches it.
I swear to God, if it's all instrumentals.
What's the description say? At just under 15 minutes in length, Tierra Whack's debut feels like an album that is a dollhouse. It's a girl.
It was a girl, yeah.
Okay. A song called Black Nails.
Yeah.
I'm good on that. You can cut that.
Yeah.
She's like,
I don't know. This list is a little questionable.
Now it's getting questionable.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, what does it go off of? Like, I don't know what he's going.
It has to be like an opinion, bro. There is no way.
Lloyd Banks. Lloyd is definitely one of those like. He's got some hits. So what's on there? Hunger for More. Is there?
I don't listen to Lloyd Banks.
He has that one. He has a song with Lil Wayne that is fire. Dang, what's it called?
The Hunger for More.
I have no idea. When did that come out?
04.
See, I didn't even listen to that, so I'm good on that again.
See,
Rhapsody, she's dope. She's one of the. She's like a female.
She can flow.
Yeah, she's like a female MC that can. She can rap.
I don't listen to the album, but I know she can flow.
I actually listened to Layla's Wisdom. I
pretty
really
good?
liked it. Yeah, that's good. If y'all have some free time, definitely check that out.
Bet.
That was dope.
Okay.
Run the Jewels. I didn't like them at first because I just didn't. I don't like European type rapping, but it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Conley showed me them, and they're not bad. I get like I can listen to them. It doesn't bother me. That's probably a good debut too because I thought they were old when they came out. Conley's like, no, they're new. That Run the Jewels is a pretty new rap group. Azalea Banks. I know who she is, but I haven't heard of Broke with Expensive Taste. Have y'all heard of that?
No.
Okay. Ray Shermer should be way up there. To be honest.
Yeah, because
they should be probably
bangers, bro. That whole album.
They should be like 19.
Probably. I'll put them
or
top
24
20.
right now.
I'll put them
they should
top
be top.
20.
They should be 19. Just because, bro. Think about the hits on there. What's on Shrimp Life?
No Tie.
No Type. No
Black
Flex.
Beatles.
No Flex.
I thought Black Beatles was on the second one.
Which one?
Shrimp Life
I
1.
thought Black Beatles was on the first one.
I don't know. What song did you say, Carlos?
Black Beatles. I thought that was
No,
on the first
that's
one.
on the second one.
That's on the second one. Yeah. Shrimp Life.
Lit Like Big.
No Flex Zone.
No Flex
My
Zone.
Ex. Up Like Donald
This
Trump.
Could Be Us. Come Get Her.
I Ain't Got No Type. Just fire. Like, and that they
literally this whole album I
young too.
Yeah, and they like revamped like party music. Like
they really
like,
did.
They started like the party music for art generation. Like that's what people are playing at. Kinda like that's what when people.
I would say Chief Keef did.
Travis.
Kinda, but they like.
I would say Chief Keef did.
But he had like the hard stuff. They had like the chill,
but he
like,
was still party music.
Waka Flocka
like,
had party music too.
And then then I would say Travis, and then Ray.
But Ray Sherman was like young. Like that album came out when we were in high school. Like Sherman came out.
It was our senior year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. You're right. And then my boy Cardi, shout out Playboy Cardi. When you drop in Hell Lot of Red, you playing. But
Unique
Dilit. That's another person that had like mixtape buzz and like SoundCloud buzz.
Was the self-titled one that was in his first album?
That was the second one.
That was his first one. It came out
that was the second one.
But it came out before Dilit. Dilit came out after. Dilit came out. Dilit is the song. Dilit's the most recent one. That's the black cover where he's like jumping, like backflipping off, and that has like the intro. It has like that. That album is produced so well. That album sounds crazy. Like
I didn't like it. To be honest with you, I didn't like it.
Listen to it again. It's good.
I didn't like it.
I did not like it at first now, but now that I listen to it again, it is fire. Like when he like what he's saying and like because he changed up how he was rapping. Because I heard a Playboy Cardi when Broke Boy came out. Which was a while. I was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Like, that was just like a single. That was like a big single that got him like buzzing. And then I remember when his self-titled project came out, summer 2017, bro. I was listening to that all the time.
Yeah,
like, that was fire.
So that wasn't his
that
debut?
came out first though.
Yeah, so that was a mixtape?
Yeah.
Dang.
I guess Dilit was his first because I think he's on Atlantic.
Yeah.
All the good rappers on Atlantic.
When did mixtapes come into play?
Like
08?
They've always been.
No.
Since when Lil Wayne started, really. He's the one that made mixtapes, like what they are.
Big, like when everybody else started like really releasing mixtapes. Because he was the only one for a while, since like 08, 09.
Probably really? Like 08, 09. Because that's when Big Sean released Detroit and like
Kid Cudi, Travis Scott,
Cushion OJ, like Wiz Khalifa, like Taylor Alderdice.
Drake had mixtapes too.
That's when mixtapes were popping.
1999.
Because like now you see like they're putting all these mixtapes on their streaming services because they know like that's some of their best stuff.
Yeah.
Acid Rap.
And
all of Gambino's projects, Logic's projects.
Like there's a lot of these albums that were before that. And like I said, there's probably one song on there that people literally bought because of that one song.
And that's like what they remember the album off of. Because there's like songs by like Eminem's not on this list for a debut, which because he's not this.
We'll get into it.
He's not.
He's not.
But still, like he's like that's someone like when I think of Marshall Mathers, I guess like that's his first.
Yeah,
project.
Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, that's his first.
Marshall Mathers.
Matters. Whatever Matters. His first. No, well, his first project is the real Slim Shady.
No, but I'm saying his name is Marshall Mathers.
It's the blue one that has.
It's like he's like on a pier or something. Like
Mom
that.
Spaghetti. What's that song called, bro? I never know what that song's called. Mom Spaghetti. She's nervous.
That's Lose Yourself. Yeah.
Okay, that's like.
How do you not know Lose Yourself?
Because I just don't think I don't listen to him like that.
I might not be his biggest song, but it's up there.
That was like that came out in 1999 on Slim Shady.
Slim Shady, yeah.
That's like his first like big thing.
What's an LP?
Long play. Which I don't know what the difference is between that and the EP. I don't know what EP stands for. I just know it's short. It's like normally like 7 to. Normally, most EPs I see are like 8 songs, 7 songs.
Yeah.
But
someone told me one time. I forgot.
I don't know. So who?
So that's the top. That's the top 25.
That's the top 25.
Top 25.
There's one artist I can think of that's not on this list that should be. You already know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, go ahead. Name.
J. Cole.
Silent Story.
Right. Silent Story.
There's another project I can put on there. Since they put some like random stuff on there, I could throw Blue Side Park on there as like a good debut because like that's.
But where did he come from?
J. Cole had mixtapes though.
Yeah,
because he had the warm up and.
I know, but I'm saying like where did he come from though? Mixtape, but I'm not saying J. Cole didn't come from. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it just like.
But think about it like this: our generation is like that. Like our generation is like, especially our generation. Like our generation was like downloading mixtapes from Datpiff.
And I'm not saying that mixtape buzz is a bad thing.
The album.
I'm not saying mixtape buzz is a bad thing. I'm just wondering, like since I'm throwing in mixtape buzz. I'm wondering if he's going off of sales.
Sure, they should put Young Thug's album on there since it was his debut, which was crazy to me.
If they're going off of sales, that's the only reason I can see why that's on there, because it did get a lot of sales.
Yeah, that went diamond.
That's why I'm saying
because of
mixtape buzz.
Mainly.
Well, that's because I'm saying mixtape buzz.
So I guess
because that mixtape buzz drives up the album.
I think they should break this list up because this is a different time in music. Music keeps evolving. Like say back then, it was singles, and then in our generation, like in high school, we were downloading mixtapes and then buying the albums.
Yeah,
we already knew about the artists way before they got mainstream with their album.
But yeah,
and then now it's streaming. Like now, like for example, the most like Post Malone put a song on SoundCloud, went viral overnight with White Iverson, and now he's one of the biggest artists of our generation, and he's like a stream. Like him, like and like then like another person that doesn't even use streams like that, like NBA YoungBoy. He's the most viewed artist on YouTube.
Got the
like he has the youth on lock, like most viewed artist on YouTube. So it's just like a different generation. Like probably in the next 5 years it'll be something else. That's getting music.
Like J. Cole, I could put on that. Like I don't know how the Silent Story isn't above.
I think it's better than.
What
about Wiz Khalifa? What is his Rolling Papers?
Rolling Papers.
What's
fire?
Yeah,
bro.
that should be. I feel like that should be on. Bro, I talk about that album all the time. The amount of hits that are on Rolling Papers.
Like I said, all right. Like my favorite. Well, my favorite album is J. Cole. My favorite artist is J. Cole. It's my favorite rapper. It might be biased. Y'all let me know, but I think it's better than Get Rich or Die Trying.
I feel like Drake. You gonna answer him?
What? J. Cole.
I feel like Drake.
Yeah, why isn't Drake on here?
On here.
What was his first?
Was it Thank Me Later?
Thank Me Later was his first album. He had a project called
Comeback Season.
The one with it's like the tower and he's like a basketball on top or a rose on top or something's on top and then it goes all the way down.
It's like Words.
Yeah.
That's
what's that album called?
What is it called? That has like Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, and
so that was a mixtape. It had Houston, Vegas.
Yeah, that's a mixtape.
It's on Apple though.
Yeah.
What's it called?
So Far Gone.
So Far Gone.
So Far Gone.
I love So Far Gone, but Thank Me Later is fire. It has like Fancy Over.
Thank Me Later is fire. Like, how is that not on the list?
I actually bought that CD, so that should be on there.
Fire, bro.
Anything else? My friend Sebastian said YB and Corday's Lost Boy because the
Lost Boy was fire.
That's got
2019.
Yeah,
that just came out.
I mean, that could be another reason it's not on here because this came out
new.
It's still super new. It's still super because it came out late 2019.
Yeah, and you also kind of got to see where these artists' careers go because like you could have some fire and then just not do anything like Fetty Wap. Yeah, that's someone that comes to mind immediately.
Yeah, but I mean that's too. Can you think of like I said, the Sideline Story? He said Rolling Papers. What do you say? Can you think of anyone else?
Bro, we said Drake. Yeah, that was for sure. Was surprised.
I said Blue Side Park. That could
Blue
be
Side Park.
I don't know. Maybe in the late somewhere in the 20s.
Yeah, I look at this. This I don't know. This is like because you have so much. That's why I think you should just break it up. It's just too much. It's too the range.
It's such a like bro. It's like 20 years almost. So there's 19
and there's like there's a lot of people that are rapping now weren't even born at some of these times that stuff came out.
But
it's just like the rap has changed so much.
I'm trying to think of other people.
I'm glad they put Cardi on there though. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a surprise. I feel like they just did that just to cater.
You're glad they put Cardi?
I just feel like they just did that to cater to
Die Lit isn't better than the Sideline Story.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not better than Rolling Papers.
But it depends on what you like.
It's not better than So Far Gone. But it's still not like.
Cardi also has
whether you like it or not. Like there's albums that I don't like, but I could still say it's a good album.
Yeah. But there's
if you can't listen to music and say something's a good album, then that I don't count that as a validation because there's a lot of albums that I can or albums or songs I will listen to that are good and I will say that they're good. It's just something I'm not going to listen to.
Tyler the Creator debut album? What is that? What is his debut?
Was
album?
it Goblin?
Goblin was,
or was that mixtape?
I think it was. I don't know if Goblin's a mixtape or album.
He's just weird.
He's nice though. I like his music. He makes some good music.
Well, he started out very weird, and then he started to kind of come into his own type of artist. Let me check real quick.
I think it was Goblin.
Keep going to the.
It was Goblin.
Yeah,
Goblin is like pretty good. It has all these have. They all have like a classic bona fide hit. Yonkers.
Yonkers,
Like,
yeah.
that's just like the hit.
There's like 4 or 5 rappers that we can think of that.
I don't think there's anyone else coming to my mind.
Not right now, but
right now.
You said Under Pressure.
Yeah,
That's a great debut album because that actually
Under
had
Pressure is better than Dilate.
Yeah, it is because I had people talking in the rap. That had people that didn't like Logic in the rap scene.
The only reason I keep saying Dilate is just because it's at 25. That's the only reason I keep saying Dilate.
The only reason that's what had a lot of people talking about like Logic too, was that. But I don't know. That's the list, and I don't know.
I mean, we don't all agree with it. I mean, we're all gonna make our own different list, but like. We thought of 5 rappers that should be on here that aren't. I don't know what he's going off of. Maybe sales, maybe just biased. I don't know. But that's our take on this top 25 best debut albums of the century. If y'all could think of any artists that we didn't mention that had a good debut album or you thought had a good debut album, let us know down low. Do you have anything else?
No, that's it. That's the list is by Datpiff. They have mixtapes. That's how we learned about our mixtapes. So, one more that came to mind. Finally Famous by Big Sean. That's another one that came to mind just right now. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Have anything you want to add?
No, man. Appreciate y'all having me on here, man. I really like what y'all been doing with this, man. Like, I've been there since before the whole thing started popping off and everything. So, and I see y'all getting up there and like the views on Twitter and everything, man. Instagram, YouTube. Just just know that I'll always be here with y'all, and I do really appreciate y'all.
We're gonna have you on in the future, so don't worry.
Appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate your opinion.
I said, not like I said, but I said in the past, we're on every major platform: YouTube, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, you name it, we're on it. There's gonna be a link in our Instagram bio. Just click that link tree, and it'll take you anywhere that you want to go to listen to us. But this will do it for this episode of Opinionated Off-topic, and we'll catch our guys next time. Peace.
We're out.
Peace.